She said she ran away. And she said her mother has the control issues. A naughty child by the sounds of it. And she is projecting how her mother feels, even after 35 years of not seeing her with 100,000% guarantee. That's ego on her behalf. She came back at 17 and she wanted her mom to treat her hand over foot and got upset when her mom didn't. Who is to say her mom might have been going through her own troubles? This is one person's side.
A naughty child by the sounds of it. This child. Or this one. How about this one? How about this age? I'd show you a lot more pictures, but they don't exist. I don't even actually know what I look like as a little baby under the age of, 2 years old. There are no pictures of me. Lots of my brother, my mother's son, the golden child, but none of me. And my mother kept most of my pictures, and some of them I destroyed. You want to know why? Because I hated that little girl that I used to be. I thought it was all her fault. I thought everything that my mother did to me was her fault. And I was going to therapy at the time, and I just hated little Marnie, which I find so heartbreaking now. But I was a naughty child. Yeah. I guess I deserved it when she dropped me out of the 2-story window trying to unalive me. I was about 5 or 6 years old then. Because I was naughty, right? I didn't go back home. I would have never gone back home. And I ran away at 13, not 17. And I ended up living on the streets. And you know what? It was a lot easier to have people abuse me on the streets because they weren't supposed to love me than having my mother and my grandparents abuse me. It was a lot more palatable because they weren't supposed to take care of me. They weren't supposed to protect me. They weren't supposed to love me. And they weren't even sending me mixed messages like they did. They were simply hurting me. There was some that groomed me in there. Yeah, for sure, to lure me in. But not like being born to someone who actually hates you. Not like my mother. Social services sent me back without asking me why I ran away in the first place at all. And if they had, I don't know what I would have said, because I was afraid that if I told on my mother or my grandparents, if I spoke about what had been being done to me, that anyone that I told would know that I deserved it and there was something wrong with me. So essentially I would have been telling on myself. It would have taken some therapy, some evaluation, some trust being built for me to be able to tell about the things that were done to me. Because I was told point blank by my mother that everybody knew I was sick in the head, this little girl, that I was damaged goods. She was sending me to someone that she knew was emming me, a pool lifeguard in the building that we lived in Miami. I was about 9 years old at the time, and she told me she knew what I was doing with him. Yeah. What else did you say in there? Let me see. I have this on my computer here. Ego on my behalf after 35 years of not seeing her. Who's to say my mother wasn't going through her own troubles? So you think that a parent going through her own troubles, that they then are justified in abusing their own children? That says a lot about you.